Good morning students, welcome back to your English literature class. I hope you all are safe at your homes and you all are completing the given work regularly in your textbooks and in your fair books. Today we are going to study poem 3 and the name of the poem is The River. The River is a poem written by Valerie Bloom. This is poem and it is based on the moods of the river. So first of all we will read the poem and then I will explain it to you. So students, remove page number 53 in your canopy term book. So let's read the poem first. The river's a wanderer, a nomad, a tramp. He doesn't choose one place to set up his camp. The river's a window through valley and hill. He twists and he turns. He just cannot be still. The river's a hoarder and he buries down deep those little treasures that he wants to keep. The river's a baby. He gurgles and humps and sounds like he's happily sucking his thumbs. The river's a singer and he dances along. The countryside echoes the notes of his song. The river's a monster, hungry and vexed. He's gobbled up trees and he'll swallow you next. Okay, so now I will explain it to you in two paragraphs. Pay attention. First paragraph, the river's a wanderer. The river is a wanderer. What does the poet is saying? The river is a wanderer. The river moves from here and there. It wanders from places to places. So the poet is saying that the river is a wanderer. It wanders from places to places. A nomad, a tramp. A nomad. Nomad means someone who does not like to live in one place. Means the river does not like to live in one place. It moves with the flow. Okay. A tramp. Tramp means someone who has no home or job and keeps moving from place to place. Tramp means the person who does not have job and he moves from one place to another. So the river does not have any job. So it does not stays on one place. So what the poet is saying, the river moves from here and there. It is a wanderer. It is a nomad and a tramp. He does not choose one place. So the river doesn't choose one place. It moves from different places and it moves to different places. It does not stay on the one place. So it moves on different places to set up his camp. Camp means a place to stay. So the river moves from one place to another to set his camp. To stay, a place to stay. The river chooses a place to stay, and so it moves from one place to another. The river's a window through valley and hill. So in the second paragraph, what is the poet saying to the river? A river is a window. The poet compares the river to a wind. The wind moves from here and there and the wind blows very high through valley and hill. The river also moves like a wind from valley and hill. Hill means mountain areas and the valley means in between mountains. So the river also moves from in between mountains and hills. He twists and he turns. So what is the poet saying? The river twists and it turns. Okay, the river twists also. Okay, it is not the straight. It also twists and it also turns. He just cannot be still. As we all know that river is always, and the water in the river is always moving. We have never seen a still water in the river. Okay, so what is the poet saying here? That a river is never still. It moves continuously. A river's a hoarder. Hoarder means someone who collects large amount of something. So what is the poet saying? A river is a hoarder. It collects a large amount of water. So the poet is saying that it is a hoarder because it collects a large amount of water in it. And he buries down deep. And the river is very down deep. Okay. Those little treasures that he wants to keep. So the poet is saying that this all are the treasures of the river. That it is a treasures means plus point. Means the river is a hoarder. The river collects a lot of water and it is a deep down. It is buried deep down. Okay. So these are the treasures of the rivers that it keeps. The river's a baby. He gurgles and hums. So now the poet is saying that the river is a baby. He has compared now a river to a small baby. He gurgles and hums. Gurgles means make a slow and happy sound. As we all know, small babies make little and low sound. So the river also makes the sound like a baby, and it makes a slow sound and a low sound like a small baby, and sounds like he's happily sucking his thumbs. So the river sounds very happily like he is sucking his thumb. Sucking means to put his thumb in his mouth. Like we all know, small babies put thumb in their mouth. So the noise comes when someone puts thumbs in their mouth. So the poet is saying that like it makes a sound like it's happily sucking his thumbs. The river's a singer and he dances along. So now what is the poet saying? The river is a singer. The river can sing also as it dances along. And the river also dances. The countryside echoes the notes of his song. The river's echoes can be heard near the countryside. Okay, the notes of his song. The river's a monster, hungry and vexed. Sometimes the river is very angry. So the poet is saying that the river is also a monster. You all know monsters are very angry. So the poet has compared a river here to a monster. That sometimes the river is very angry and it is like a monster. Hungry and vexed. Vexed means annoyed. Hungry, he is very hungry and it is very annoyed. He gobbled up trees. It takes all the trees. The trees sometimes fall down because sometimes the river becomes a monster. Gobbled means it fell down all the trees. Sometimes the river becomes angry, so the water of the river makes the trees fall down. And he'll also swallow you next. And sometimes it will also swallow us. मतलब हम भी कभी कभी पानी में बह जाएंगे. Okay, so in this poem, what is the main intent of the poet? It is showing all the phases of the river. It is saying all the life stages of a river. See, in first, what has the poet said? The river is a wanderer. In second, the river is a winder. In third, the river is a hoarder. In fourth, the river is a baby. In fifth, the river is a singer. In sixth, the river is a monster. it has shown us all the moods of the river. Sometimes the river is very still and very happy, and sometimes it becomes very angry and it destroys everything, and sometimes it is like a baby. It makes very sweet sounds. Sometimes it's very windy, it flows with the wind. So the poet has shown here all the moods of a river. Okay, so I hope you have understood this poem. Now once again we will read the poem. Okay, you all have to read it with me. Let's start. The river's a wanderer, a nomad, a tramp. He doesn't choose one place to set up his camp. The river's a winder through valley and hill. He twists and he turns. He just cannot be still. The river's a hoarder and he buries down deep those little treasures that he wants to keep. The river's a baby. He gurgles and hums and sounds like he's happily sucking his thumbs. The river's a singer as it dances along. The countryside echoes the notes of his song. The river's a monster, hungry and vexed. He gobbled up trees and he'll swallow you next. Okay students, so you all have to read this poem, and I hope you have understood this poem very well. Thank you.